Have you ever noticed how different everything feels when you step out of your usual environment? I don't mean just the scenery, I mean you. The way you speak, the way you think, the way you carry yourself, it's like changing your surroundings, shifts something inside, even if it's just a little. Hi, I am Tamara Richter, and this is The School Crisis, a channel where we talk about education. Today, we're going to talk about what happens when we change our surroundings, and if that means that we change ourselves, our identities. In sociology, we talk a lot about the power of context. We're not isolated individuals. Pierre Bourdieu and Berger Luckmann once wrote that reality is socially constructed. What we take as normal, it's actually shaped by habits, institutions, and relationships that surround us, often without us even realizing it. And because we are so immersed in our everyday world, it becomes invisible. What we eat, how we greet people, when we work or rest, all of that seems natural until we leave. And then, just being in a different place, speaking a different language, adjusting to a different pace, it wakes us up, it unsettles us, and that's where learning begins. Sometimes that change of context is short. A one-week trip, a summer abroad, a visit to someone whose life is completely different from yours. But even brief shifts can leave a mark because they force us to see ourselves from the outside. And that alone can reveal things we couldn't notice within our usual routines. Pierre Bourdieu spoke of the habitus, the internalized patterns that feel natural to us because we live them for so long. But when our environment changes, even temporarily, those patterns can shake. And that disruption is a learning moment. All this is to remind you that learning doesn't only happen in classrooms. Lave and Wenger talked about situated learning, the idea that knowledge is always tied to a social setting where it happens. So when the setting changes, so does what and how we can learn. Because we're not just learning things, we're learning ways of being. And to be in a different place, even for a short time, can open up entirely new ways of existing. So now that you know the sociological theory behind this context shifting, I would like to hear from you. What did you learn the last time your context changed? What part of yourself came forward when you step into a new space? Sometimes, all it takes is a shift in place to see ourselves and the world differently. Thank you for listening. See you next time.